my agent sent me over this kind of PDF, and it was the presentation of this Sampaguita project that Nike had made. I was like 2 nights before my match in Wimbledon, and it was so beautiful. It was like the message behind it was great. I felt like it fit me so much, and I mean, I was so lucky.
Eala, a single name that is now echoing across the sports world with unstoppable momentum. What used to be just another rising talent has suddenly transformed into a phenomenon that is driving Nike's sales charts upward, igniting unmatched excitement among Filipino fans and reshaping the entire conversation around sports merchandise. Alex Ayala has once again captured global attention, but this time the spotlight came from an unexpected setting: a podcast appearance alongside Jessica Pegula, one of the most respected figures in professional tennis. What unfolded during that discussion has sparked a commercial surge that is still expanding right now. And today, we are diving deep into everything behind this moment: how it happened, why it matters, and why this is far more significant than just another product release. The story began during that now viral podcast featuring Jessica Pegula. Whenever two high-level tennis stars sit down for a conversation, fans naturally tune in. However, no one could have predicted that this particular exchange would set off one of the most powerful commercial reactions Nike has witnessed in the Southeast Asian market in recent years. In the middle of that discussion, Alex Ayala made a major reveal. Her brand new Nike Sampa merchandise collection was officially launching, and her excitement was impossible to miss. The second that announcement dropped, it created an immediate ripple effect that quickly turned into something much bigger than anyone expected.
I was just so happy to be there, and I was like wearing my little flower.
There was no waiting, no hesitation. The response from fans was instant and explosive. Supporters jumped in with full energy, creating a wave of excitement that spread across the Philippines as stores quickly filled with people eager to get their hands on the collection. For many, this was more than just a purchase. It was a moment of pride, a way to connect with Ayala's journey that they have followed with passion and admiration. And the reaction makes complete sense, because this is not just ordinary merchandise. At the center of the collection is the Sampaguita flower, a powerful national symbol of the Philippines, woven into the design in a way that carries deep meaning. It represents identity, heritage, and the story of a young Filipina athlete rising through the ranks of professional tennis and earning global recognition through one of the biggest sports brands in the world. That kind of representation is rare, and it turns this release into something truly special. On top of that, the design itself elevates everything even further. The standout piece features a crisp white shirt set against a rich green backdrop, with the Sampaguita flower placed boldly at the center, creating a look that is clean, elegant, and deeply symbolic while still being visually striking. But the collection does not stop there, because Ayala's signature saga hairband is also included, adding another layer of identity to the release. When combined with the sleek white shoes that complete the set, the entire look comes together seamlessly. It is fashionable, deeply meaningful, and perfectly reflects who Alex Ayala is and the roots she proudly represents. This is where Nike went beyond simply releasing products. They crafted something that feels like a cultural statement, and Filipino fans embraced it exactly as intended. The impact is already visible in the numbers, with early reports suggesting that this saga collection alone could generate between 1 million and 5 million in just its first week. Take a second to process that: millions in revenue from a single drop within days. Those are the kinds of figures that turn heads in corporate boardrooms, that demand attention from top executives, and that reinforce a growing reality. Alex Ayala is no longer just an athlete competing on the court. She has evolved into a powerful commercial presence, something rarely seen from this region in the world of tennis. Her influence is massive, and Nike clearly recognizes it. But what makes this entire situation even more compelling is what comes next.
My agent sent me over this kind of PDF, and it was the presentation of this Sampaguita project that Nike had made. I was like 2 nights before my match in Wimbledon, and it was so beautiful. It was like the message behind it was great. I felt like it fit me so much, and I mean, I was so lucky that I got it.
This release was not a random move or a sudden decision. It is the result of a carefully planned strategy that Nike has been executing over time. Step by step, they have been building momentum around Eala, timing each drop perfectly with major tournaments to maximize attention and engagement. With every big event approaching, a new personalized collection tied to Eala and Filipino identity has been introduced, creating hype right before she even steps onto the court. It is a smart formula, and more importantly, it is working. Each new release only fuels greater demand, proving that fan interest is not slowing down, it is accelerating. Nike clearly understands the value Eala brings, and they are leveraging her story and image in a way that connects deeply with people. At the same time, Eala is not just standing on the sidelines of this success. She is fully involved and emotionally connected to what is being created. During the recent podcast, she spoke openly about how meaningful it was to have the Sampaguita flower inspire her collection, calling it a true moment of pride. The emotion in her voice made it clear that this was not just branding, it was personal. She understands what that symbol represents to her country, and seeing it placed at the center of her collection clearly means a great deal to her. She expressed genuine excitement and appreciation, and that energy naturally spreads to her audience. When Eala shows passion for something, her fans feel it instantly, and that shared excitement is a big part of why everything around her continues to grow so rapidly. Now, if we take a step back and look at the broader picture, it becomes clear that what is unfolding with Nike and Eala is far bigger than a single merchandise drop. Think back to Indian Wells, where Nike quietly laid the groundwork for something huge. They signaled their intentions with hints and teasers, building anticipation around Eala's future with the brand. Then, just ahead of Miami, they made it official in a way that no one could ignore. Nike announced a renewed contract with significantly increased value, but they didn't stop there. They launched an entire gallery dedicated to Eala, a space celebrating her most iconic tennis moments and marking a historic milestone not only for her, but for professional tennis across Southeast Asia. That gallery alone speaks volumes about how Nike sees her. This is not just a partnership where an athlete wears a brand. This is a deliberate effort to craft a legacy, make a cultural statement, and invest in what they truly believe will be an extraordinary future. To top it off, Nike went even further by creating a custom pair of shoes exclusively for Eala, cementing her status as a singular force in the sport. It is a deeply personal gesture, a clear signal of how much Nike values Eala and how committed they are to her journey, a partnership they are taking with the utmost seriousness. The financial terms alone are staggering. Reports indicate a $45 million contract over 3 years, with performance bonuses that could push the total even higher. Yet, beyond the numbers, what makes this deal truly remarkable is the platform Eala is being granted within the Nike family. She is being positioned as the official face of the brand across the entire Southeast Asian market, with custom outfits, global promotional campaigns, and a level of exposure typically reserved for only the most elite athletes on Nike's roster. Achieving this kind of status usually takes a career, yet Eala is reaching it at an astonishing pace. Part of the reason Nike acted so decisively is a lesson learned from the Coco Gauff situation. Nike hesitated as her star rose, and New Balance swooped in to secure her. This time, Nike moved quickly and confidently, ensuring they would not let an opportunity like this slip away again. Nike was determined not to repeat past mistakes. They recognized exactly what Eala represents, understood the scale of her influence, and acted decisively with purpose and confidence. The results are already clear. Across the globe, Nike is seeing unprecedented sales, much of it fueled by the ongoing wave that Eala continues to generate. But her impact stretches far beyond tennis. For millions in the Philippines and throughout Southeast Asia, she embodies possibility, a living proof that dreams have no borders and that greatness can emerge from anywhere. Every time she steps onto a court, launches a new collection, or lights up a podcast with her charisma and passion, she inspires belief and pride in countless fans. Nike, to their credit, has harnessed that energy and amplified it on a global scale. The Saga collection is only the beginning. The gallery is just one chapter, and the $45 million contract is merely the foundation. The story of Eala and Nike is unfolding rapidly, creating unforgettable moments and setting the stage for even greater milestones. Buckle up, this journey is just getting started.